Ladies and gentlemen, this is an article that came out February 6, 2019 on NBC News. 2018 was the fourth hottest year on record, NASA said. So, global warming, they said, is showing no signs of slowing down. So, every single year, the temperature is elevating on this earth. And just look for a very hot summer this year as well. You know, it seems like everything is record breaking these days, right? The winter is definitely record breaking with all of the polar vortex activity going on. And chances are we're going to have a piping hot summer this year as well. And they're already telling you there is no sign of this global warming even slowing down. New government data on temperatures around the world offers cold comfort to those who hope the global warming is on the wane. The data released on Wednesday by NASA and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration shows that 2018 was the fourth hottest year since 1880 and the earliest year for which reliable global temperature data is available. The three hottest years on record were 2015, 2016, and 2017. So all recent years, all of it recent years. In fact, the warmest 5 years in the recorded are just the last 5 years. Wow. So the warmest 5 years on Earth were the last 5 years. Wow. That's pretty amazing. The long-term trends towards warmer temperatures are clear and continuing. The average global surface temperature has risen about 2 degrees Fahrenheit since the 1880s, NASA data showed. NOAA, which uses different baselines and analyzed the data differently, found that the global temperatures in 2018 were 1.42 degrees Fahrenheit above the 20th century average. Yeah, so you can see it's going up every year. A new report makes it clear that the global warming shows no sign of slowing down or stopping. Because weather patterns vary around the world, not every region experienced the same warming trend. Trends are strongest in the polar regions, which have seen continued loss of sea ice in the Arctic and shrinkage of the Greenland and Arctic ice sheets. Just go down. I don't think anything's going to change as far as global warming is concerned. I really don't. I think the trend is going to continue up. Rainfall also trended upward in 2018. The NOAA data showed that the average precipitation in contiguous US was 34.63 inches, making it the wettest year in the past 35 years and the third wettest since recorded record keeping began in 1895. While some parts of the country saw drier than normal years, 9 eastern states, Delaware, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia experienced their wettest years on record. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree. It seems like last summer when it rained, it was always a hard shower. It was always just, we never got light rain. It was these hard torrential downpours, it seems like. The temperature data was gathered by thousands of weather stations around the world, then analyzed to correct for any skewing of data that might be caused by the proximity of heat producing urban areas or other conditions. There's broad agreement among scientists that global warming is caused principally by human activity. See, I don't know, y'all. I don't fully agree with that. I think the Earth is just going through a natural process. It's natural for it to warm up at times. And I just think that's all that's going on. They keep trying to blame it on humans. I'm telling you, this is just the Earth doing its thing. In particular, the burning of fossil fuels boosts atmospheric levels of carbon dioxide. Yeah, the pollution and all that, greenhouse gases. And they're just saying the typical things that we have heard all through the years. But I still think the Earth is going through a natural process. Coal burning power plants are the biggest polluters in the US, followed by exhaust spewing cars, trucks, and other gasoline powered vehicles. It will continue to warm, not necessarily year by year, but in the long term until we get emissions under control. Well, how do you get it under control? Trump don't even think that global warming is real. He says he doesn't believe it's real. So how do you get it under control under the Trump administration that don't even believe in global warming? A new poll shows that 74% of Americans now believe global warming is real, with 62% saying human activity is the cause. In 2018, there were 14 weather and climate disasters with losses exceeding $1 billion, according to the NOAA. These included Hurricane Florence and Michael, as well as the California wildfires. Experts say temperatures are also beginning to exact a number of social costs, including reduced labor productivity and disruptions of the food supply, along with health problems ranging from a longer, more intense allergy season to an increased incident in insect-borne diseases. That I do agree. Some of these insects actually prosper in the heat, like your mosquitoes. They actually start increasing and breeding and everything in the hotter temperatures. Society might not collapse in the next few decades due to climate change, but we are learning more and more about what it will look like. Yeah. I was reading that more and more places will slowly become deserts. Places that are not deserts will slowly become deserts as it gets hotter and hotter, because the land will become uninhabitable due to the intense heat, and you won't be able to really grow food and do anything. You're going to have to literally just up and leave the area. Okay, the majority of people on this planet have never experienced a month when the global average temperature was below the historic average. And most teenagers have lived almost their entire lives during years of record-breaking temperatures. The continuation of these trends put the well-being of our planet and all of its inhabitants at risk. Well, I don't believe all of us are at risk. I think some people are at risk, but definitely not all. But please tell me what you think, just looking at something like this. I do believe the earth is heating up. And I do believe each summer we're going to really feel the heat. I know I noticed the difference. I mean, even from my childhood all the way up to my adulthood. And I notice when we get into a trend of like the upper 90s, sometimes we can go a straight week or two or even longer without a break. I saw it happen this past summer. We in the month, it seems like we went through more 90 degrees and higher temperatures in the month of July than I've ever seen in the past. So I definitely know these trends are happening. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.